Now, hello again. Right, we've had lunchtime and everyone's fully refreshed, cooled down a bit under the tents, and we're going to go down. I'm going to swap your camera over. Got a bit more of a charge in the battery, and we're going to see the last of the runs. I think one or two cars have already done them, but we'll use this as our base for today, our start, and for this afternoon. Sorry, and we will. I'm coming down and interview some of the children. A close look at some of the cars. Looks to me like Rosewood coming towards us. Was that your last run?
Yeah.
How'd you get on?
Missed 2 points.
Okay. Is that missed 2 and hit 3? What was that? What was that work?
It means they missed a gate.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she did really well.
Okay, cool.
Liam drove really well. We got a 4-second penalty, but we've won everything. Liam
Excellent.
was actually really good there.
Well done, Liam. Good lad. Well done. Some of the teams basically had a very quick lunch and then came back and did some of the racing before everybody was back up here. So I think it was a sort of first come first serve, so you didn't have to come in this queue. And a few quite quickly did that. Probably go down and have a little look. Here's the Heartburn machine after their final run. Oh, great support. It's always the problem when you're a racing driver, all the paparazzi want to get you. Yes, exactly. It's the important things in life, isn't it? Fantastic. How'd you get on the last run?
What,
Were you clean? Oh,
we did have VAR footage that they did hit the top 4 cyclists.
okay. Caught a few of them. I think it's done on your best run though, so fingers crossed. And this is our warm up for next week, isn't it? So next week we're at Newcastle, Great Exhibition in the North. Oh, you got transition day?
Yeah.
GO6s. Okay, never mind. Okie dokie.
Did
Well,
you change the date?
I can't get there. I won't be there either, unfortunately. Right, I'm going to go and see some of the... Well done.
We're going to race again. Everybody, we're going to race again against...
Oh, some controversy there. I think having an extra race. Teams lined up, ready to rock. Last minute adjustments there. Not sure what's going on. That's, is that Normanby? Yes, it is Normanby. Big cheers, must have done really, really well. I'm guessing a clean run there because they're not adjusting the cones, so well done. That drive team. Okay, go over Miss Dunning's over here waiting to receive the car. That's it, trying not to hit the cone on the world. Oh, some really quick cars coming past. I don't know whether this is the even speedier class. That's right, let Miss Dunning do all the hard work.
That was fabulous, wasn't it?
Excellent, clean run, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Excellent. In one of the ACS teams. And who have we got over there? That was the Dame Mellon School. I think there's a problem for one of the schools over there, so almost be a jumping in ahead. You are now live on Inspired to Learn, as you probably realise, so it's just one of the many things that we help support. And this video will be here all night as well, and for the rest of the, well, it'll just be here. So if you want to go back and watch your team's race, oh, just caught at the end. It's a really quick car, it's the Skern Park car. It's been very quick in a straight line. Some of these coming past here are absolute. I don't know if somebody put boosters on. Oh, there we've got Ormsby, and oh, very tight race. I don't know who that was they were up against there, but fantastic tight race. I think, looking at it, some of these teams are getting another run. So I thought this was going to be the last one. Some people felt they were finished, but it's actually they're rejoining the queue.
Go back over to where we
And I think they're going to get another run. Hopefully we're going to be running from the track later as well. That sounds to me like something's loose. It's really grinding. Oh, very tight to the cones. Very, very tight to the cones. Unfortunately that's going to just take all the time off there. I think we've seen that the fastest times have been the ones that are that have been clean. Because actually hitting the cone, the lift off anyway. So they end up going, so Acklam winners back on track. And they've had some problems getting off the line once or twice, but let's see if they can actually get up to speed a bit quicker this time. They've had the lunchtime to have a think about it and have a maybe play with a couple of settings. I know they've had some of the body work off, so I think they've been adjusting something.
Go that way, go that way, go that way. You went that way. Nina, do you want me to push it?
managed to transport all your cars?
Yes.
Oh, we paid for it. We
Right.
paid for a removal company. It was easy at the end of the day to get them all here. Oh, it's a good push from Acklam, but then it just didn't quite engage. And the ACS team, I think, are going to have that one. A very good team coming down with the slalom here, although it's double corrections. We've seen the smoothest have been where it's put the steering angle in and left it where it needed to be. That comes down to experience. We're looking at just saying that the finals are lucky in October. Really good lovely maybe the team that's the best in Newcastle represent the team better than
Our Longfield went last year.
no goblins. I'll have a look in this.
See, unfortunately, Rockingham's taken away in Germany. I've been trying for the last 3 years to go to it, but didn't fancy going on.
Might find the date. Right, we've got Ormsby here, very clean so far. Oh, he's just caught. Oh, she's just, can't tell from here, can't see inside the helmet. That was unfortunate, that was a quick run, very, very quick run. Just caught the last cone and just put them off. We've got St. Therese again. Continue good support all day. Wingaby Barwick. Lovely to see them getting involved in some of these projects. The impact on the children has been immense. That's a great push, and we know it's a fast car. We know it's a fast car once it gets running, so it was a good start. Engaged it well, and unfortunately the other team who they're racing against have had some problems at the back with the electrics, we think. So unfortunately they've not got off the line, but certainly a very quick race from St. Therese there. Now it looks, from what I can see, we've got a few more coming back in for a final run. We've got Red House Racing, we've got the blue team and the red team ready to race. Eye of the Tiger, ready for this? Excellent, that's what I like to see. So you've got 2 teams in your school, yeah? Okay, and are you really competitive? You have to beat them? Is that how it works, yeah?
Yeah, it's definitely like that.
You're obviously going to win. So when I ask her, she's going to say they're obviously going to win. Obviously they're going to win, yeah. So we'll see how that works out then.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win. The rest don't.
Well, this is live on Inspired to Learn now. So when you go home tonight, you look for Inspired to Learn, you'll see this conversation from today. And then you'll be able to have a go at each other tomorrow for who actually won, who was actually quickest. Because you've got to do your talking on the track. Unfortunately, you're not. Are you going to be? Yeah, you're going to be against each other, aren't you? You're definitely going to be against each other. Oh no! If they're gonna, are they gonna go again?
They're gonna restart.
If they're gonna restart and race up against this team here,
So it'll be you against them.
and then you two against each other, well,
Against the Hamptons.
who's gonna get bragging rights here then? Red House. Have you spoken to the man who organises it? He gave you a briefing this morning about the timings. Okay. He gave the.
There would be like a victory lap around them.
Okie dokie. Has he disappeared for the minute? He's in a bright green top, isn't he? I think that's the man you're looking for at the top end of the. He'll give you a bit of a steer. Oh, unfortunately, we're not going to see the clash of the Titans, the Red House Titans. So bragging rights will be on the timesheets at the end, I suspect. So is this your last run, do you think? Okay.
Grab the brake, hold it tight and leave it to slow.
I'll go again, just checking everything's working beautifully before we start. I've got lots of sun cream on P20. Lasts all day, planned ahead, you see.
Does it last all day?
Apparently it does, yeah. Apparently it does. It was fine when I was on holiday at half term, so it was alright.
Bring your leg down. You happy?
Can't swim. Doggy paddle. Well, I'll tell you, that Red House blue team's pretty quick. So this red... Oh, it's now lagging behind, I think. I think this team on the right actually just lost a bit of momentum at the end. Now then. We've got Red House, red team versus Norman B. Gold Power. So I'm going to have a little wander down during this race. And we're going to see what happens. St. Therese over there. Nice and clean on their run. Well done, St. Therese. Okay. Did you get a clear answer?
Yes, so he said he's waiting for all of the teams to finish.
Okay.
So there's a few left to do this, and then they're just waiting for the older people
Okay.
to finish on that track, and then there's going to be a lap of champions at about 2:45.
What time is it now?
2:10.
Okay.
So
Is that okay? That fit in with
yeah, well, I
everything?
said to the parents that we wouldn't get back to school till about 4 because I presumed that it was going to be a later finish.
That's good then. Brilliant. And Hartgroves are there. They'll load up when they're ready. When you're ready. Very close between Norman B and Red House. And interesting, Red House have got one of the older cars there, and I think they've just stayed ahead. They've just stayed ahead.
It's so hot! Maddie!
Oh.
Look, I'm sliding.
Have you done your last run? You've just done a slalom. Is that the last time, or is it going? And the lap of champions. Lap of champions. Okie dokie. You're just rubbing it in, the poor lad. Was he one of your drivers and pushers? Alright, you can't. If you all shout at once, you can, are you? Yeah, you're missing out on sunburn. You're alright, Joseph. You'll be fine here. Okay. You can come to the Newcastle one, yes. And when you go live, you can all wave at me, Mr. Stockdale, because I won't be there, unfortunately. I can't be there. Right, I think these are the last two cars, are they?
Did we win or not? Did we win or not? Yeah, we won that one.
You were clear on the cones, I think. Clear at the cones. Right, we've basically got two more to go. We've got an ACS and I haven't quite got the name of that school. These two. Who is that? Can't quite read it from here. Mortimer School, is that? Mortimer Primary School? Can't quite see from here. So we're going to have, we've got two more in a drag race. The remainder to go down the slalom, of which there's 4 there at the moment anyway. And then we're going to have a lap of the main track. So we'll get up on the pit wall for that. Oh, that one really isn't catching. I don't think either of those teams have got the drive sorted, although Mortimer seems to have got a slightly better Better drive. These are the good people at Heartburn. Trying to take me out with an umbrella. Yeah, dog. Right, okay. So let's have a look where we got. Who have we got left? 2 left. We've got Rosewood to do another race, another one of the ACS teams, and that's it for the day. And then we'll walk down the other end. We'll try and catch a few interviews on the way down, sort of a post-grid walk. You see that car there? It's putting a steering angle in and putting another one. It's
Sit down there and I'll tell you who's doing
a little bit of practice on the driving there, I think they did.
Is that yours?
Now these 2 cars here don't look to me like they're actually driving. Now I think what's happening is that one of the teams arrived today and they didn't get a chance to drive their car, although it has now been built, but it hasn't been scrutineered. So they're allowing, I think, some students from another school who didn't get the chance to race today to at least have an experience of driving the car. Oh, they're just getting inside it. Taking some photos, I think.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Right, I think we need to walk down. Have we got any teams left up this end? I don't think we've got any teams left up here. Oh, we've got Normanby. Oh, someone's catching a corn there. That's pretty quick, but then just lost it at the end. I think you lose marks for not parking the garage properly. We've got 2 more to go. We've got Normanby, and we've got 1 more to go from the Inspired to Learn teams. Red House Reds. See these really fast cars for out the corner of the lens there, flying around. Here goes Normanby, right. He's looking to keep it really clean. Last run of the day. Missed a gate, unfortunately, and that's put them off completely. He's gone the opposite way around the slaloms. That's fine. You've just made 1 mistake, and then that's put them off completely. That's unfortunate. It's so easy that can happen, though. So easy to happen. If you just miss 1 gate, you can accidentally then get on the wrong side of the track, and then it's quite tricky to do from there. Great experience. Today's all about experience, and that's what Lucy's got out of that. Take it to Newcastle next week. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to walk back down, and we've got 1 more. Right, we'll have a little wander down the it's essentially the car park, but it's the pits for today, and you can see the number of teams. Some people have brought a van. We've got some low loaders there, even there one that they can put it on the back of.
Sir, can I push Grace on the big track?
Do you want to be Grace's pusher?
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got Skirt Park speedsters, they're worn out, flat out in the sun. Let's have a look. We're just trying to get a little bit of shade off of the children at the moment because it's very warm today. Everyone's been very sensible about it though. They've been getting the shade when they can. And we'll hopefully catch up with some of our teams in a moment. This looks like Challoner's team. How did we get on today? It was good? Worked hard? Did you get any clear runs?
Yeah.
Yeah, got a couple of clear runs. Do we know anything of the timings yet? Have we been given any feedback? So we literally don't know how we've got on. Okay, right, we've got a couple of minutes. I think once the fast cars are finished, I think then we're going to get that on the big track. That's the plan. That I haven't been told, but I imagine it's down here. Okay. So we'll go further down and let's see who we've got down here, which teams are part of our crew. Most of ours are all together. See Acklam, there's Ormsby's car. Right, and the Acklam win car. That's lovely. Here he is live. How do we get on? Have you getting plenty of clear runs? Did you get any clear runs? Yeah, happy with that. Today's a test as well, really, just to get.
General announcement.
Ah.
There is an area of farmland with some crops growing near the just behind all the parking. Can we please make sure that no one enters that area as it's damaging the crops?
Who on earth is going there?
There's some corn rustling going on, clearly.
Children of the
Children of the corn.
There's lack of honour things happening, do you know?
Mr. Spence from Ormsby went and asked, and he says as soon as they're finished going around the track, and I don't, which about 22 quarter to, she said. So I think it's a bit fluid. I mean, we're done, aren't we, here? So essentially it's just a case of waiting the track's clear. And I don't know, I presume it's one lap around the oval and back out here. I'll try and find the gentleman organising that and see if we can get a bit of a clearest.
Just to get a rough idea for timings for the parents.
There he is there. I'll go and find him. Right then, a little heartburn encampment here. It's all part of the day. That slightly more relaxed attitude, but really purposeful when they need to. Unfortunately, the man I need to speak to is walking off, but he's been caught brilliantly by one of the other school teams. Hi, can I just ask, so roughly when do you think they're finished? When do we reckon they're going to get on, and how do we get over there? Where do we need to be?
They're finishing at 2:45.
Okay.
And we're going to be aiming to get you on the grid almost as soon as they've finished.
Where will the cars need to be?
Right up at the far end.
You need all of these.
Line up here.
Line up here. If I start telling the teams that now, they'll be able to organise themselves in advance. Yep, that'd be fantastic. Okay. Right, so we need cars lined up here if you want a lap of the track. Right. Okay. What on earth are you doing? Right. Can I just interrupt here? Yeah. Whatever you're chasing ants. If you get your car lined up here, then he said then we're going to go down to the far end as soon as we're ready, and then you can have a lap of the big thing as well. So he said get them lined up there. It is live at the moment. If you go to Inspire to Learn tonight, you'll see all that racing, all the thing that's there. It's live at the moment.
I'm going to be racing.
Okay.
I'm going to be racing with this car.
You're going to be on the Morden Mobile.
Mountain-mobile. It's the
Fantastic.
worst one.
It's not the worst one. You've done really well today.
It's the second one.
Just been given some information there. If you want to do a lap of the track, if you get your cars lined up here, he'll then lead them down as soon as they finish at 2:45. You're going to go on the big track where the big fast cars have been going, but they finish exactly 2:45 because it's a time thing. Okay. So if you get them lined up just literally here, no further than the coffee thing, I'll get everyone else lined up as well. Yeah. And if you want to see any of this tonight, this is live on Inspire to Learn. So go to Inspire to Learn, just Google it, you'll find it, and all the stuff from today you'll see. Okay. Right, I've just been told, Team Normanby, that if you get your car lined up here on this bit of tarmac facing that way, exactly 2:45, he's going to take all these cars down. We'll go in the far end of the pits. I don't know whether you should pull them or drive them, and then you'll get a lap of the. Okay. Yeah. Go for it. Right. Latest information is, I'll just point it at them because they're more excitable than us, is that if you get your car lined up on this bit of tarmac over here, just in front of that blue car, at 2:45, he's going to lead all the cars down and you'll get one lap of the track. So it's going to be names in a hat for driving that, I would imagine. Yeah, I can see despair on some faces, but there you go. Okay. Right. If you go and ask Richard the red car, get the keys off him. You know, we've seen the film stuff, yeah? You know what I mean? Big guy. Yeah, and then give them back to him when you're done, alright? Right, latest news is, if you want one lap of the track, there's your star driver, you need to get your car lined up just like before the coffee thing there. and then you do one lap, and then we're done. This is your man. He said yes because we've got loads of space. Yeah, talk to Gary. I think you'll fit him on there. He's your man. He's the man who's transporting you. Ask him. Literally just where the coffee there. Get them all lined up on that bit of tarmac. He said they finish exactly 1:45. He's just told me that now. Okay, Acklam, if you want to have one lap of the track at exactly 1:45, cars lined up where St. Teresa's is now, he'll lead you down and then you do one lap of the track and then we'll come back out, alright? Who am I missing? Right. Righty tighty. Where's some teachers around here? Where's Miss Spence gone? Hello, camera. Right, what we need to do, we need to get the car. See where those other cars are lining up? And at 1:45, it's going to get to do one lap of the track. So somebody decide who's going to do that. Sorry? Okay. Here's Mrs. Spencer. I'll make sure I get her. Yes, and if you want to have a lap of the track, you need to get that car lined up just... I don't know what the problem there was there with the connection. Don't know how long you've been down, but all you've seen me doing is talking to random people, telling them to get the cars down here so they can get the last track. Let's run through. Fortunately, this is one team that's not going to get a chance to get around, but some teams have travelled quite a long way today, so to actually get them on track. Mr. Porritt coming towards me. Connection went off, and now he's come back on again. Don't know how long it was off for. Thank you.
Whose was this?
That is Norman B's, but it's the bus they've come on. One of the parents is Hall's Travel, so they have them on the bus anyway. Right, hopefully we should have all these down here. There is 1:45. They're doing a spin at 1:45. I think because they're on time. It's like a time thing on there, so they literally come off. How far have you gone in an hour or whatever it is?
So I can endure it.
I think so. It's based around efficient power. That's the whole shtick of it. So let's see where we are. Right, and here are the teams. We're going to have a good round. Now, this is quite a scary thought really, because they're going to go right around the whole track. So we'll just have to see how they take on that challenge. I'm sure they'll actually find it easy in the slalom. That slalom was really tight. So in fact they're all lined up now, ready to crack on. Great support from St. Teresa's going off to the bus. Are you all getting on the bus now? Oh, never mind. But I'll film it so you can see him racing around the track. See, yeah. So you go. If you have a look back on the website later, you'll see the car from the run. Yeah. So you won't miss out from that. I am going to stick around here, I think. And hopefully. Started. You can hang around for this or disappear, I don't know. Should be quite interesting to see if we go around the full track. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see how many break down. Actually, I think, if they've made it this far, charge permitting, they should be absolutely fine. You think that slalom was really tight, wasn't it?
And you, these are based on mobility engines, mobility cars, engines or something?
I don't know. I was thinking about that size, okay. So they're pretty reliable.
Even the smaller ones will do about a 10-mile range.
Yeah, I would have thought so. We've got waving from some of the teams here. Did you win? You won a lottery to get this race, did you? Fantastic, yeah. Names in a hat, was it? Brilliant. How are we doing over here? Looking outside. Hey, every time. Yeah, hello. Right, so how did you get to be the driver for this? Did you just get lucky? Did you names in a hat, was it? Okay, that's fair enough. Good. And then Acklam win.
Is this your first season?
Yes.
Never done.
No, this is the first time. These are
How did you get to drive this? Did you just win a lottery or something?
when they go into year 6, they'll teach them.
Pretty much, yeah, excellent. That's it. Pays to be lucky, doesn't it? Okay, just prep talk in the drivers. This isn't so much a race, this is more of a lap of champions. There's some fantastic bodywork on some of these as well. So put a lot of time and effort into them. So yeah, you're on the live stream again. You look tonight. Well, depends, because if you go and watch it tonight, it'll be however many plus you. So it'll just keep growing. At the moment, don't know. A few hundred probably. Maybe 1,000, don't know. Depends. Mums and dads backing officers, because some of the teams knew about this before they came, so they obviously knew about it to go on. How did that person get to drive then? Lucky, was it? Names in a hat, was it? Okay. Norm B. Oh, you driving, Miss Dunning? How lucky. I've seen you drive one of these before.
So excited. No, I'm not driving. Eva's driving.
Oh my word. We had a vote. Who was the most expendable?
Who's been the best?
Who persuaded Mr. Stockdale to bring an event tent to keep you all cool as well, you see? Yeah, a bit of a teamwork with Mrs. Gaffney going on there, so. Brilliant. Well, looking forward to watching this then. Whoa, Challoner look hot. You look boiling. Has there been a lot? You've got grass in your hair. Never mind. Right, who's driving? You're driving. Looking forward to it? This is a proper racetrack race. This is like certified, like touring car circuit. So, big thing. What are you going to do if you break down? It's what Lewis Hamilton does, probably. Okay, let's see where we haven't got the driver in place yet. Got the driver in for Mullins. How did the driver get chosen then? How did the driver get chosen? How come you got chosen to do the driving then?
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Really? Wow. Really? And you were quick off the mark with that? Well, if you're quick off the mark, you'd be quicker on the track. So, you know, that's not a bad thing, eh? Switched on all the time. Keep watching. Brilliant. Well done, everyone.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. You're doing all the hard work. I'm just holding the camera. Oh, this is Team Ormsby going for the picture. Look at this, you know, posing in the sunshine. Mr. Skur there getting a good shot of them all. I'm just trying to pick out who's going to be the driver. Oh, photo bombing. Look at this. Shameless. Absolutely shameless. We're nearly ready now. Yeah. Who's driving? How did you get chosen? Alva hat, excellent. I have a racing helmet. Speedy, excellent. Oh, look at this. We got this one. Love the design on this. Beautifully done. How did you get chosen to drive then? Just lucky. Born lucky. That's what you need to be a racing driver. Pure skill. Worked hard today. Whole team's done well, haven't they? Let's face it. Well done. Yeah, you are online, actually. You're a bit because the heat to be worn out and no. Really excited about today. So this is the blue team. This is apparently I've been told this is the best team. Yeah. It's funny though because when I went the red team, they told me they were the best team as well. Not sure. Well, do you know what? We're going to see on the track in a minute. I don't know whether overtaking's allowed, but you know, I think bumping into the back of them. Just saying. How come you get chosen to drive? Our lightest and smallest, thinking about the physics of it. Good thinking. Now this car has been really quick all day. I must say, it's noticeable how quick. I wonder if it's this super slick, like scaly. I'm going to zoom in on this because it's actually sewn together. How long did it take you to do that then? Really only a day? A couple of days. Ingenious design. It's like scales of a fish from nature. That's a brilliant design. But I think it's worked really treat. I mean, your engineering's obviously spot on as well because it's worked really well. But yeah, it's just seemed a very quick car. I don't know if you're allowed to go full pelt around there or whether you're allowed to overtake. Let's find out. How come you get chosen to drive though? Because you what, sorry? You were the fastest. Fastest in school. Okie dokie. Know your team. Well done, everyone. Well done. Right. Apparently, blue team's faster than you lot. Just a rumour I've heard. That's all I've heard. Really? Well, when you get out on that track, you got the chance to prove this, I think. So, you know, this will end the arguments. You do know if you lose, you won't be able to go back to school because they'll just take the mick out of you every day. No pressure. Much. With this. The Newcastle event next week. Oh, you don't know.
We only find out like 3 days before.
Keep your prime. Okay, okay. Well, there's an event next week. Hopefully, he may get another chance there as well. Nice and calm. Are you driving around and filming it while you're doing it? Like dash cam. That would be good, wouldn't it? As you're driving, dash cam on the top of the head. Should have brought my GoPro. Fantastic. One of the ACS teams. Fantastic. How did you get chosen to drive? Oh, you got chosen. You've been working hard today, is that what it was? A commitment. Get you a long way. And we'll go over here to Rosewood. No, it's the spoilers come off the top. You might need that on the track. You never know. Okay. You looking forward to this? You ever driven around a real racetrack before? The go-kart? You've been go-karting before, so you got a bit of experience. That's good. Okay, you've had a go as well. What, a real one? You know what, kids these days. I had a go-kart when I was a boy. Dear me. And the Barton Bullet, last but not least. I love the design that you've done on that, the little logos and such like. Fantastic. So you got chosen to drive. Is that because you're like the name driver, or just because you flipped a coin and the teacher's lost? Because they'd have been in there like a shot. Okay, well, good luck. I don't know whether it's a race so much as a procession, but enjoy the trip. Right, I'm going to get down the front. Hopefully, I think the cars are starting to go down now. Let me just get some battery back on here. I need to get this right. Okay. So here come the cars. Keep awake, everyone. Who's down here? Red House Blue needs a pushing team.
Hello.
Come on, Red. It's all good. It's all live. It's been live all day. Live on Inspired to Learn. So. But it's live on the internet, so when it's there. If you go to Inspire to Learn, you'll see all the footage from today's from on there. It stores, it's there forever, really. So, right, we're gonna walk down. I'm gonna walk down here with Rosebery Academy. I love the 3D effect on their naming on the side there. I'm not so sure that's quite so aerodynamic, but you know, something to work with. So we'll come down. I'm not sure. Slowly, slowly, that's it. Not the hay fever catching up with us. I'm gonna sneak around the back here, which I can do because I'm not carrying a car with me. And we're gonna come in through here. You see, these are the garages, these are the secondary teams. I've been racing all day, so you look at the quality of
One more reminder to the pit lane, please do not sit on the pit wall. Thank you.
The quality of some of these cars here is absolutely stunning. It really is. The engineering involved is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so the Goblin cars come across. We're going to come into the far end of the pit then. I'll get myself over on the wall so we can see them coming round. Again, we've got cars and teams here from all across the north and even a little bit further. You see these cars. There's the all-girl team from Longfield. Fantastic overalls of design. Some of these very unusual designs. And they're here for a little while yet.
Say that again.
You know, some teams are able to put a lot of resource and a lot of funding into these. You can see this one team, Winnington Hall there. And they've also got a little bit of sponsorship. Looks like they're from Cumbria. I wasn't familiar with them. And it's noticeable. It's not about the finished car. This whole reason for doing this, it's all about the quality of the experience, the process they've gone through. teamwork and the resilience. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort to do this properly. I'm going to just sneak through in front of the Phoenix car there and wander around. I'm going to disappear off around the back of them.
We'll start time differently for each car.
And we're going to just sneak over the other side of them there. We're going to go onto track now. We're just very careful here. And they're going to put transponders on them. I'm not going to step out onto the...
Guys, are you car number 1?
So they've got all the transponders on now, so they can measure the car's performance and know exactly where they are, and if it stops moving they can be tracking that. Very sneaky down the side of the pitch there. With them being the Goblin cars, I'm going to sneak down the outside of that. Really exciting. We see some of the cars are still on track, the F24s or 24 pluses I think they're called. There's some fantastic racing going on. Really fast, some of the bigger ones. I think most of those are now in the pits. Not sure why, but we've got some Goblins coming through the pits. That's the track down there. This is the pit lane, this bit here, so they come into the garages. I'm not quite sure how Rosebery managed that. Need to move because there's some cars going to come down here from the F24 series. See them coming down now. Some of these cars going a little bit slower now because they're lower on power. Still decent pace. No, not sure how they got directed down there, but that's fine. Organised now. We've got this huge thing. If you've never been to Croft Circuit before as well, it's a fantastic racing circuit. Really fast sweeping corners. We're only using it as an oval today, but the full circuit goes out into the countryside over there. It's a great racing here. I think it now hosts up to touring cars. And certainly got some single seat experiences we can have. The excitement is definitely ramping up now. These teams are looking to go on a racetrack for the first time ever. Crowd's starting to assemble. What time is it?
10-2.
I thought they were on timed runs. I thought they had to come off a 1/4 Okay.
So I think we're starting that way.
You're probably gonna. I wonder whether they'll ask you to go around there, so you're avoiding the pits, and you'll just go around straight up there. Standing on the pit wall, you'll see. I don't know whether he's going to ask you to come around here and come back into here.
This way, possibly.
Yeah, if we ask him now, which way out are we going to go, just so we know? Okay.
Sorry.
So they're going to go.
WD, background onto the grid.
Okay, and then they'll do one. Yeah, no, they'll do one circuit, and then they'll come back into here.
So, the timing actually will be down there, so they'll be stopping down there.
They'll have to go straight down the pit run.
Not the pit, they'll be on the track.
Sorry, the track run. Sorry, yes. Okay, good. So you are going to go the wrong way up the track a little bit, turn around that corner, and then you're going to zoom down there, do an oval, and then you have to keep going. You don't come in here.
Yeah.
Keep going under the lights, and that's where the timing is. Get all that?
Follow this guy very carefully. Around. Or join us down.
He'll probably line you up in a minute, I think. Yeah, go past the crowds and wave. It's like personal trainer. It must be. Can you imagine now what a Formula 1 driver has to go through when they're racing? Like in France last week, it was 30 degrees, 2-hour race in a full overalls and a fire suit underneath as well. It is serious, and you're also doing something that's like a full gym workout for nearly all of that time. So, Formula One drivers are seriously fit guys. Yeah.
My dad's doing BMX. I think it might be next week, I'm not sure.
For a track day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen.
Like, and he's crying all the time.
Is he? Are you going to come and watch?
I don't know.
You can do. I came about 3 weeks ago. There's a track day, and I just went to see where those guys are up there.
Yeah.
And you can come and sit, and you can watch them drive around. There's a McLaren you can drive. There's an Audi A8, and there's a Ferrari, and some little single seaters. Ferrari. I think you get a go in everything. You get two. I think you get 2 laps or something like that in everything. I've never done it. I maybe should.
I'll try that.
Well, one of the guys down there was saying he's driven a Ford Mustang on a racetrack, one of the Year 6s. I don't know how he'd manage that, but private track, you can do what you want. There's nothing to stop you. Oh, come on, because my battery needs to last. We haven't got any more cars on track, have we? No. He's just doing transponder. He's taking the transponders away, and that's good. One of the goblins is still in the pit lane for some reason down there. I think it's the Barton Bullet. Going to be cheeky and nip across the pit lane here. I'm pretty safe because there's nothing coming about. Again, checking everything's right. I have no way of knowing if this is actually still live. It looks like it is, but you know. It went off for about 10 minutes. If they went in now, come round here. Come to me here. Okay, come on that white there, yep. And then you can go straight across, go now, there's nothing coming. They go down the other end, the way they've set it up anyway, they're not coming down. There you go. Yeah, you're gonna go, you can do a lap, and you gotta keep going, you don't come back in here, just go, keep going past the lights, and I think they'll open the gates to let you back in where the car park is. I'm guessing. No one's told me. Full beans, full power.
Just hammer it.
Just think she's really got. Come on! Brilliant.
I was on the challenge. I'm just going to lick it off.
Does it every morning about 8:30, doesn't it? Well, Hartgroves came at 2:30 because, well, I'm going by what the programme said.
Well, Newcastle changed. Email came last night and that's changed.
Right. So is that, what was it originally? There's definitely a goblin in the pit lane down there. There's two in fact. I wonder if he's just letting them out that side.
Go around, drive down there, and then
You do like a loop, you get to the top, at the end of the thing, you'll see you just turn around, it's like a bit of a curve. You come round, right down that end, and you curve round and you come down here. Okay? Have you not got a sat nav in there? No? Huh. Should have brought the centre GoPro and should have stuck it at one of the heads. Could have uploaded that at the end, that would have been good. Come on, guys. I don't think you can start from there because the transponder won't work. It has to come past here. You're on? You're engaged on? You turned on? Do you want them on? Okay. We're going to get them all in formation. It's not meant to be fun.
we've had a great time.
Excellent. You're now on the racing track. It's all, yes, conserve your energy, you'll be alright. Let's get you lined up. I don't know whether we're going to be allowed. We'll probably have a little push, I think, to start us, but we'll probably start off in like sets. So otherwise the guys behind you might get a really good start and they might go crashing into you. We don't want that. Inspire to learn. Inspire to learn. Inspire to learn. Listen to the answer. You're asking me a question, I'm telling you the answer. Okay? You go to Inspire to Learn, you will find it. Right, we've got all the teams coming down here now. Don't know how long this battery's going to last, but let's see. This is an exciting moment for a lot of these teams. How's this compared to your go-karting? How's this compared to your go-karting? You know, you've got a crowd this time cheering you on. Where's he going? Right, here we go. We're going to line them all up on this track. I'm going to remove myself from the track. Now this is not any particular grid, it hasn't been set up because of any performance that they've had earlier. They're literally, it was first to the front of the queue. Last minute prep. Old people. That's why I'm over here. We're doing one row at a time, okay? You don't start. We do one row at a time. Okay. Exciting here. Some great support for some of these teams. Right. It's not scary. It's driving. We're going to do this from down low. We're going to really give them the last safety briefings, getting all the old people, that is over the age of 11, off the track. We're going to go one row at a time. Have you all got turned on? You all turned on? Yeah. Check the electrics on. Just briefing the last couple of teams to come to the grid. Got one more, I think, coming in now. Try not to overtake the car. Go on the right if you can overtake him. You can get him at the first corner. And no piggybacking on the back. I've been watching you. Yeah, come on, there's half an inch in that, come on. Give each other plenty of space. And the crowd here are going, well, I wouldn't describe them as wild. Mildly excited. Oh, some of the adults are starting to get excited on the pit lane now. See you, me. Good job there wasn't a bar. Right, and our race official is coming back to the front. He's satisfied that everybody is strapped in and everyone has got their electrics connected.
I've got it in the garage with all the equipment.
Can we not go? Can we not? Come on. Race officials, there is nothing on the track. Get that car out the way, nothing on the track. We're running an hour over time here. We need to make sure our timings are better for future events, I think, on this. Very much so. Everyone's a bit frustrated. Parents are waiting back. We're not sure where people are. So let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Not sure what the current hold-up is. Right. First row, off they go. And Centre Race Karting is taking an early lead there. The next row is going to catch them up. Very quick start there from the car with the photos on the side. And we've now got, oh, it's red, neck and neck through the Red House Racing. There's going to be tears from one department tomorrow. Blue's just taking a short lead. We've got 14 there. Rosebery's got a great move there. But that's Skern Park is starting to pick up speed. We know it's a quick car. It's very slippery in a straight line. Rosewood milking it as they come down. Right. We've actually got another cars going, and what we're going to try and do, I'm going to try and get across here, and we'll get some of this film. We'll get them as they come across. We've got cars weaving a little bit there. We've got some close support going off. This is the not the full track they're doing, but a fair chunk of it, to be fair. And I'm not going to bring too closely. We're just going to go into a safe zone round about here. All the cars are still moving. That's really good to see. Didn't expect them not to, but we do have a low loader following them down should need arise. It looks to me like there's a clear leader at the moment, but it's very difficult to see because there's a small dip in the track at this point. The crowd is still going absolutely crazy behind me. Absolutely crazy. And if I just scan back while we can't see the cars, you can see the support that we've got there for all the different teams. It's just absolutely phenomenal. You just the excitement, and hopefully back in schools as well. Now then, here comes the car, just leading the way, and then we've got the cars out on track. Now then, is that one of the? It's a blue car. Not St. Therese. I think is looking quick. It's looking like it's neck and neck. That car that's currently in the lead on the far side, I believe, started on the second row, so they have really rocketed up the track. Now St. Therese in second, weaving a little bit there, but it's neck and neck at the front there with those. And I think St. Therese is just catching slightly. Malden is undertaking there. Hopefully the other cars are aware of them. We've got the other cars all coming through. Still, everyone's still running, I believe. So the few still come on the top because one of the staggered starts. That Skern Park one, we didn't know that was a quick one in the heats. We've got the other cars coming down the track. We've got one of the SAS cars. I can see there the Bolton. Sorry, Blade and Bolt, is it? It's coming down quickly. We've got Normanby and Rosewood. Rosewood just seems to be got a bit of an edge there. It's overtaken Normanby. Oh no, I tell you, no, that's not. But we've also got another car still back there, and there's two. Now it's still going, so maybe they've had a problem at some point. Now if I come back across, we should see we've actually got. Although we've got transponders, so not necessarily the first to cross the line is going to be the winning car here. Not necessarily going to be the case. And that looks to me like Acklam Wynn is just struggling a little bit there. It's not quite got the power it wants it. And that looks like Challoner just at the rear at the moment. Where they're coming, right? They're coming around the top end. We're going to come down to see the. I think the timing. I suspect. Down here on this yellow line with the wavy flag, but they haven't finished. You can hear the crowd as they're entering the home straight. St. Therese is definitely still there with the blue car, which I can't quite catch the name of it. Let's have a look. You can see them coming down. But most of the cars now entering. Now it could be, see, some of these cars that, although they get a good start, things can change as they move along. The batteries can be not quite powered out it needs to be, or it could have a good boost at the beginning and then not so much at the end. It looks absolutely neck and neck between St. Therese again and this car on the right. Now let's have a look. The crowd, like I say, are absolutely going mental here. I think first across the line, No, it isn't it? Whose car? No, it's not. It's one of the... It's a blue car. Taking the opportunity to wave to the cameras. Absolutely right. Now that's that one of the Mountain cars. There is the Mountain Mobiles. First across the line there. Sure, second. St. Therese weaving a bit, losing a bit of speed, and another Moden one before he just trips him on the line. Phoenix. On the old cars, Rosebery Academy. And we've got the Skern Park again, set off slightly later. So although they're back on the track, they might actually have the fastest time. We just don't know. I suspect these ones still coming across. They're struggling. We do actually have a car stuck out on the track. He's been picked up now. Here's one of the ACS cars. There we go. Smile for the cameras. The Barton Bullet, there it is, just pipped the blue Red House team, and who's this we've got here? It's the Dame Allen School. Good fast position, and we've got the last couple are coming through. There's Rosewood, and we've got one more car coming down. Is that one of the other Red Hall School ones? Let's see. And although this car is last on track at the moment, I think it's the one in the distance, or maybe one in the distance there as well. This is a great opportunity, absolutely loving it. Waving to the crowd, like a Lewis Hamilton, close over the pit wall, waving to the cameras, waving to the crowd, all the way across. That's Normanby Primary. Thoroughly enjoyed. Is that still a car in the distance? We can see there is still a car up there. Coming round, and this car's going to get a huge cheer, I'm sure, from people who are still about. Even though we've run quite a bit over time, and I know people have to get back because there are parents waiting, and they were unaware that it was going to run quite as long as it did. I'm just going to take a little step back and go meet some of the drivers. I'll come over to the cars. I don't think anything's going to happen until we're all finished, everybody up off the track. We've got one more car on track still, and one being pulled around by the low loader. But the first across the line didn't necessarily win because they're on timings. So we'll find out possibly in a moment if we've got that information. Is it Ackland Win we're waiting on there, I think?
One of the cars broke down. It's on the back of a truck. Some of them got stuck there, but one of them's broke down.
Okie dokie. So we've got one on the back of one of them.
And some of them over there.
Oh, it's just, yeah, it's overspinning. It's a different discipline to drive around the little slalom, isn't it, as well? It's very different. So who have we got over here? No, I suppose just getting a little view of the races there. Hopefully the timings. And I think we've got, I reckon we've definitely got a stop down there. One of the marshals appears to have gone across to them. I think that's probably Ackland Win. But they're letting everybody across the track now. And the drivers out. Great work. Oh, come on then, tell me. Was it blue or red?
It was red.
Oh no! Oh no! You have to be nice to them. Nah, okay. I don't know. You didn't crash, did you? No? Was it good? Yeah. Well, that's something to work on for next year. Possibly, yeah. You've got the slightly older chassis. I don't know if that makes any difference. Because I think the car that second had one of the older chassis, so they're pretty quick. In fact, the one that came second might actually have been the fastest in the end. Now then, what's going on there? So it appears to be somebody going it. You take ours straight to the big green truck. Yeah, it's just there. Well done, everyone. What a great race, day of racing. I think it's probably Challoner has probably stopped on track. Acklam Wyn had a problem of got far enough to get a push to the end. There we go. Oh, there's two on the back of the Heartburns as well, was it? No. Now they know what Fernando Alonso felt like all last season. Well done. Still smiling. That's what we like to see. Stuff to work on there. It's alright, everyone's still smiling. Good experience. Was it good fun? Did it feel really fast? Yeah.
You're a bit nervous when you start.
What was that?
Well, it's different. It's not just running in a straight line, is it? You don't trust people. Especially not in these, because the wheels can tangle.
Yeah, don't tell that thing.
I would say you're tracking slightly out. Well done. You can take it straight to the to Hartgroves. They'll stick it straight on, I think.
Is it like a surprise? Is it something
don't
happening
know.
now, or do we just pull it up?
I don't. This gentleman here will probably. Or this gentleman here might. One of these guys will probably. Did it just give up? Did it? Was it the power went, or it just started slipping? Completely off. Okay, so charge may be an issue. Okay, that's fixable though, isn't it? That's something to look at. You need to stick it on your axle stands and just run it on full power and see how long it lasts, and then recharge it and see if that's. Yeah, straight to the green truck, please. Going faster now, you're pushing it. That's a fantastic experience, right? I think now we're probably going to end that for today. There's a lot of cheering and clapping going on. Thank you for watching, if you watched most of that. Hopefully, if you enjoyed that, most of the teams are taking part next week on the 5th of July at the Great Exhibition of the North on the Quayside in Newcastle. You're very welcome to come along. The public can come in. I don't think there's even tickets to get in. But also we'll be having the live stream in whatever form. It might not be quite so close up and personal as we managed to do it this week, because unfortunately there's only one of the team can get up there. I'm unfortunately not able to go and see, but we'll certainly get a live stream on this, so you can follow it during the day, follow the action, see how it's getting on. Until the next massive project, which I think through Inspire Learn, more schools taking part in Tales of the Tees, 11th of July. They're doing big challenge and all sending the work and such, like primaries and secondaries. So if you're involved in that, I'll see you then. If you want to be involved in that, let us know. Inspire to Learn, and we can tell you what you need to do. And if you're not involved in that, I'll see you again as soon as something exciting happens. Goodbye.